So, guys, please mark your attendance. Okay, hope you guys marked your attendance. Let's start from where we left off yesterday. We were discussing about interview questions and I questions from you guys. Yes, that is something which I would like to add on from what we discussed already over the past couple of days. Um, the question that I would like to discuss today is why should we hire you? So we already discussed one kind of an answer. There is one more way to answer it. So, but then if you believe, then your answer is better. What I mean is, for the following, when someone's asking why should we hire you, the following idea that I'm going to share with you right now, unless otherwise you actually believe in it, you can't sell the answer. So it's better to understand why we are giving such a answer, right? So okay, first thing, what is the meaning of this question? Why should we hire you? Are the interviewers asking this question to see or to check if we are special? Are we special? Are we different from others? Am I better than others? Yes, the interview process itself to select the best out of the available, market, right? But then this particular question is not to check if you are better than someone or if you are special. This is about your awareness. What do you actually think about yourself, right? That's the basis of this question. So I would suggest you answer it in three parts. The first part is accepting to the fact. So, what is the fact? The fact is Praveen is not special in any way than you guys. So, I accept that fact. That's the first part. So, I tell the interviewer when that person is asking me, why should I hire you? Then I'm going to tell them as a first part, no, I'm not special, right? I'm in no way special than the other candidates that you're seeing today. That's the first part. Is it negative? It's not. It is a reality. Is it humility? No, it's not again. It is a reality that you are accepting. You're accepting that a lot of people are there. There are a lot of students who can be at par with what you are. You accept the fact. Okay, so we are done with the first part. What is the second part? The second part is to tell them why do you want this opportunity? What do you want? What do you think you will gain out of this opportunity? Right? So you are going to gain salary, illa. Salary is something which you do anywhere. You do a business, you earn. But then your objective here, which you will reflect as the second part, is in terms of your learning. Okay, so make up your second part answer in terms of what do you want to learn, how much you want to learn, how would you learn, your hunger and your eagerness towards learning. So that is the second part. And the third part is asking them, requesting them, and telling them that if given an opportunity, you will prove them every day that you're worth, to be there. You will utilize your learning, you will utilize your skills, and ensure you give your best. That's the third part. Now remember the first instance when I told you this, um, you'll have to believe in answering, right? Unless otherwise you believe each and every word in these three-part answer, whatever you say doesn't mean a thing. The reason is we can read through when someone is making up, cooking up an answer. And particularly for this, unless otherwise you believe in learning, unless otherwise you believe in making a career in that organization for the right reasons, please don't answer this question this way. So the three-part answer for why should we hire you is first thing accepting for the to the fact that you are not special. The second is telling them that uh, you're absolutely interested, keen, eager, hungry to learn. So this is the idea for the second part. The final part is asking them for the opportunity. If given an opportunity, I will prove myself every day. So that's the idea about an answer for this question. The second question that comes to my mind, which is even more vital because it's a trick question. They're gonna ask you about salary. Now, this question can be, put up in any which way. They can straightforward. They can ask you what is your salary expectation, or they can go, with benefits, or they can ask you, do you have any expectations? So how will you answer such a question? There is only one key aspect to it. Never give them a number. Don't give them this is the salary I expect, right? Or don't tell them that your cousin's working in that organization or your senior is working in this organization, and we got to know from last year this was the salary that you offered. Not needed, and you can avoid such statements. The reason is, for one, you're talking numbers. Um, Two, last year's salary may not be the same this year too. It could be lesser, it could be higher. We don't know. So please don't complicate by entering into such debate. And don't tell them that you heard it from your cousin or your friends working there. What is the entry level salary? Don't go there. The reason is, it is for a fresher. This is only for freshers. If you are experienced, then yes, when there is a salary discussion, you can go in for a number. But then for a fresher, giving a number is not a right approach for this question. So how will you answer? You will again tell them what is more important for you. Obviously, salary is absolutely vital for each and every one of us. That's a given. Don't tell them that salary is not important to you. They won't believe you. No one will believe you. You yourself won't believe that answer. So you're not saying that salary is not important, but at the same time, you're having something else as a priority before salary. So that is the projection that you will have to, ensure you give the interviewers to see. You will ensure you are saying that learning or proving yourself in this vertical, getting better in terms of the technological knowledge that you have, technological know-how. That's the idea that you will have to. Sorry, that's the idea that you will have to come up with. Rather, if you ended up giving a number, it will be a downfall. You still think, if you still think giving a number is what is in your head. Let's say they're asking you a question and you're saying a particular number is in your mind and you want to say that, there is only 1 or 2% chance that that will be taken in the right sense. Okay, so otherwise the HR particularly, if you give them a particular number as your salary, they will only think that you are behind money. When the HR thinks you are behind money, then it is a bad thing. Obviously you and I know that all of us are behind money. There is no way anything else is in our head as a priority, because we have to make a living, we have plans, we have commitments. So money is in our mind, but we have to ensure there is something else as a top priority for you than money. So unless otherwise you prove the HR that you are behind learning, you are behind a career building, if you don't put it as a priority, then they will think that you're behind money. And what is so bad, sir? What is the problem? What if they think that I'm behind money? Everybody is behind money. You only said yes. But then the follow-up thought process for them is, you will leave them if you get another opportunity with a better salary. That's what they will think. Okay, let them think. The problem is you won't get this opportunity in the first time. If you want this opportunity, you will have to ensure, you will have to make sure your answer convinces them that Your priority is learning, your priority is building a career, not just salary. So that is the idea behind any kind of salary question that you may come across. And this is only for freshers. For an experienced candidate, they can mention money, they can talk money, but for freshers, talking about money is not the right approach. Okay, I'm leaving the floor open. Please start your questions. Oh, what happened? Can you guys hear me? Right. Thank you. So what happened? No questions from you guys? Sure, okay, we'll keep the floor warm till you guys come up with a question. In terms of the group discussion, how many teams have already done? I think just one. I think. Which team has completed yesterday? The GD. We did have one team complete yesterday, right? Okay, okay, okay. So you guys said you'll go ahead with the second GD, right? All right. Okay. So which means we have not completed any. So how many teams are planning today? Awesome. Right. Okay. Right. Times decided. Okay. What time you're going? Okay. Um so Kaushik's team, 3:30. Okay. Right. Okay. Yes, Anisa. 4 o'clock. Have you guys already messaged and confirmed the timing? Okay, then it's fine. So we have Pooja and team at 2 o'clock, Kaushik team at 3:30, and Anisa at 4. So there'll be maybe a delay of 10 minutes here and there. So I guess all of us, including me, must be flexible in that aspect. So any other team performing today? Okay. And please note there is a technical difficulty we are all facing, including myself. The recording, right? Test it. Try and test if the recording continues for more than 5 minutes with both audio and video, right? We need that as a proof. So ensure that happens. If there is any technical difficulty, let's postpone it and then do it when the recording is perfect. Right. Okay. I'm still open to getting your questions. Please go ahead. What happened? Usually, I get a lot of questions from your class. I depend and I thrive on questions. Don't starve me. The usual suspects are gone. Where are they? Kathy, Khatija, yeah. What happened? Right. Usual suspects are silent today. How can I carry on with my class? Okay. Um, I know. See, maybe 1 p.m. is a wrong time. Maybe that was the problem today. So we should try and avoid that. I was asked by my HOD to shift it from morning to 1 p.m. Was there any reason? I have no idea why it was. Okay, okay, okay. How did it go? All right. Sure, okay. Guys, come up with questions. At least tomorrow we'll have it in the morning session. Is there any workshop tomorrow? No. Is there any workshop tomorrow? You have one in the morning? Okay, okay. Okay, then fine. Hopefully, we'll have a better interactive session tomorrow. Is there anything else that you would like to ask? Not just in terms of interviews. It could be group discussion, resume writing, or anything away from this as well. Yes. Yeah. So it has to be both video and audio. If it is unfortunate for you guys, I'm sorry, but the reason is in terms of the criteria that I have to assess. One of them is in terms of body language and eye contact. So I don't think I'll be able to 100% judge any of you in through video mode or for that matter online, but I have to try. So it's better you guys come up with both video audio in terms of recording as well, because this will go as a proof for a later use. So as of now, I'll be assessing you while you are talking, so that should not be a problem. So yes, to answer your question, yes, we need both video and audio. Anything else? Is Karunya around? So I see you're silent these days. There is nothing, you're too well prepared. There is no questions from your end. From your end, usually in class, it is the other way around. There is a lot of questions from you too. Okay, right. So there's no chaos, right? Don't worry about it. Okay. Where's Aditya? Is he here? Right. I'm still considering you as part of this class. You need to open your mouth and ask me something at some point. Right. Okay. Miss Christie, you anyways are silent in class. Yeah. You need to at some point, start talking. That's what I mean. Right. If there is nothing else, we can wind up for today. But then tomorrow's session, hopefully, it will be more interactive. Um, so please come up with the group discussion slot as well. Plan accordingly. I think as of now, 3 to 4 teams are ready. I think we need a couple of more teams which are pending. I think I'm not sure, but just come up with the teams, and then a slot in the next couple of days we should complete it. That's it from me. Anything, if anything, you can ask, or else we can wind up. Like, yeah, I understand. Okay. See, the problem with telephonic interview is you're left with only very, very minimal in terms of your non-verbal abilities. So the problem in terms of that is obvious. But since there is no choice with COVID and stuff, For the next 6 months, we are going to have a lot of people, doing interviews online, and it's not going to be telephonic. Sorry, it's not going to be in person. But then, yes, to cut to the chase, telephonic interview gives you a perspective which is restricted. I agree 100% with that. But at the same time, it also gives the candidate an opportunity to focus and just give the answer without worrying about what how am I looking? Am I professional enough? Where am I? So I can stay in the confines of my safe spot at my home and then do the interviews. There is a balance there. But in terms of going ahead with the questions, it is a tricky, thing. Always, try and fix an appointment for a face-to-face after your telephonic. You will have to initiate that. That's something which will be an advantage in terms of meeting as well, but also in terms of your interest that you are showing, right? So once the interview is over, please ask them, is there a possibility that we can meet and have this conversation at your office? Um, uh, I would like that. So I would prefer that. If you can throw this question genuinely to them, it is not actually that you will end up meeting that person for an interview, but it is actually a way of communicating that you are interested, you are genuinely interested, you want to make an effort to come there, even though it is readily available on a telephonic interview. So you want to go there, you want to ensure there is a conversation happening in person to assess yourself. So it's a good thing. But again, in terms of telephonic interview, your the tone and tenor, the way you answer, it's all it takes a step forward. Take step in the right direction. Unless otherwise you can raise yourself to that level, telephonic interview is going to be a problem because they're not going to look at your face. They can't read what is going on really. The genuinity of your answer is only through how you do it, right? The tone and tenor of your words, right? So that's something which needs to be taken care of. You cannot be um somber. I don't know if somber is the right word for it, but then I hope you get what I'm saying, right? So, when you're talking, this energy must come through, right? Unless otherwise, yeah. So that is something which you need to ensure when you're talking. But then yes, telephonic interview is not the right way, at least for freshers. Maybe a person with a little bit of experience. Then it is all about talking about the profile, what was the job done, what is their experience, how can they use that experience to in their future. So something like that can be discussed. That is okay. But in terms of freshers, it is a bane mostly. This is my perspective. It's a bane mostly for the students, because you'll have to put in that extra little a bit of an effort in terms of your language. So otherwise, it's going to be a very difficult task to impress upon. Sure. You want me to answer? Mm. Okay. It goes like this. See. Oh, you want me to just answer? No explanation. Just an answer. No. You want me to just give an answer to the question or explain about? Okay. All right. So your question is? Right. Thank you for the question, Karunya. I believe I'm not much of a different candidate when you compare with the others that you're meeting today. Um, so I'm not going to be claiming that I'm a special talent or I'm very different. I can do better than many people. I'm not going to claim any of that. But at the same time, my eagerness, I know myself, my eagerness towards learning, my hunger towards learning new technologies or adapting to new environment, adapting to a new organization, learning their culture, and be there, present my best. So that is something which comes naturally to me. So you won't regret, keeping me in your team. If in case I got an opportunity with you, you will then understand you made a right choice. But as of now, I cannot claim to be any special or different than others. But at the same time, I can be very sure that my intention in terms of learning, my intention in terms of giving my best is at the top notch level. So hopefully I will live up to your expectations, and you will also see if given a chance, you will also realize that pretty soon. Once you hire, you will definitely realize that you're not wrong. You've made the right choice in me. So this is how I'll answer. Was it good enough, Karunya? Hopefully, hopefully. See, the idea is um, for every question, the idea is in making sure that that person forgets, um, the reason that he or she asked this question. They'll have to be constantly impressed upon your answers, based on your answers. They should forget, in terms of assessing, and get involved in the answer. Which is nothing but all I'm trying to say is they'll have to trust what you're saying. Unless otherwise they do that, right? Whatever gyan that you give will all go to pulp. So that's not going to help. So you'll have to ensure that when you talk something, you believe in it. Then it's a matter of time that they realize that you are a good choice. Trust me, I've been living with the communication ability alone in terms of interviews all my life. That's the only rope for me. I climb using that. Nothing more for me. If they actually can read my mind, then when they look at me in the interview hall, they'll throw me out. Yeah. Anyone else? Anything else? Okay. Uh, Guys, don't forget to mark your attendance. I'll be closing it shortly. Do it right away. And then looking forward to meeting you guys throughout the group discussion as well. Be in touch constantly so that if there is any changes in terms of schedule, we can discuss that. If there is any problem in terms of the technical stuff related to recording, we will be able to reschedule our group discussion. That should not be a problem. But then be in touch. Don't come up with the last minute. I hope that's it for me. We'll meet you tomorrow, hopefully in the morning. We'll have more interactive session. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to the afternoon sessions today with the 3 or 4 teams that are ready with the GD. Thank you. Thank you, guys.